Horror with your host with the most, Jenna Bell. As always, welcome back. So, before I get into my video today, please do not judge me too harshly on my viewing choice from this past week. I actually watched Go Ask Alice from 1973, now streaming on Prime. Now, I know there's gonna be kind of like three groups in this. There's gonna be those of you in the first group who are like, oh my god, I remember that movie and that book. Others of you are gonna be like, wait, that sounds vaguely familiar. And then there's gonna be the third group, and I think it's gonna be mainly the younger generation. I could be wrong. That is like, what the hell is Go Ask Alice? Let me tell you about Go Ask Alice. Go Ask Alice started off as a book from 1971. Little controversy about the book itself. So, book itself, back in the day, was, even on the cover art, stated, real diary, real girl, from Anonymous. So here's the thing, though. It is actually not from a real diary. It is not from a real person. It is actually a work of fiction, and it was actually written by Beatrice Sparks. So very important to understand that. And even for me, when I was watching this movie on Prime, when I was kind of finishing it, I was like, wait a second, did this happen? Like, I'm not sure if this is like a true story, because I'm so ingrained with things that come out that are, inspired by true events or based on a true story. I actually had to just kind of like double check. I'm like, I don't think this was a true story, but I just double checked. It is complete fiction and everything. But here's the thing. Almost 50 years later, after both the book and the movie, even with like, I mean, I haven't read the book yet, so I mean, I'm not sure. I can't really say for the book aspect. But at least with the this TV movie adaptation, with as cheesy as it is and everything, message behind it still holds very true to this day about like drug addiction, how hard it is to kick the habit, how hard it is to stay clean, what it could potentially do if you use that one last time, just one more time I need to use type of thing. So there's certain little things about that I give this movie credit for. So, but anyway, so, and even back in the day too, I know the book, and I think even the movie a little bit was really kind of praised for its efforts and everything, but then like later on, it had a little bit of backlash. It had some criticisms of it being an anti-drug propaganda book and film. I can see that, but it's like, you know what? It's not like Reefer Madness where it's like, oh, let's smoke a joint and now we're all crazy. I feel like something like that is, and I'm not necessarily saying this about Reefer Madness, but like stuff like that where it's like, ooh, weed, oh my god, you turn into Charles Manson. That's propaganda. It's talking about like, legit drugs, hardcore drugs and stuff, and, the effects that it can have on not only you, but the people around you. So I'm just saying, I don't really think this is quite a anti-drug propaganda type of movie or book. So I'm just saying, that's just my own 2 cents. But anyway, let's talk about the movie. So as I stated, this is on Amazon Prime right now. So if you really want to go check it out, you can. Here's the thing, though. I will do a little disclaimer. There will be spoilers, obviously. But here's the thing. The movie came out in 1973, so 2 years after the book came out. And very kind of 1970s. It's a made-for-TV movie. So 70s and made-for-TV movie. It's gonna be pretty cheesy, and I'll even be honest, a lot of the scenes actually involving like the trips, the sort of accidents that this girl gets into, or like injuries that she does and stuff, or just being like, very kind of stereotypical, like bad acting, scripted, written scenes and everything. So take that for a grain of salt. It's not going to change your world, but whatever. Whatever. So this girl, Alice, starts a new school and everything. And, she's worried about making friends. And, we kind of, are told, basically kind of told, like, yeah, it seems like she's a little bit of a loner, has a hard time making friends and stuff. Like, I guess at her previous school, she's had a hard time making friends and stuff. So she really wants to, make her parents, happy and show that she's making friends and everything. Well, first day of school, not so great. Not so great. I mean, just even, like, the way she dressed is very different from the way, like, her school, her classmates dress and everything. And she kind of is aware of that. And she's kind of like, okay, I blew it just by wearing the wrong clothes and everything. And then a couple of friends, or a couple of schoolmates actually ask her if she wants to come to a party. She's excited. She's happy. Okay. She's making friends. It seems like an okay crowd. And then at the party, they serve some, like, LSD and some soda bottles. And she's tripping balls. 1970s tripping balls. I'm just saying. So we kind of see the rest of the movie is sort of seeing her descent into drug use, into the bad crowd and everything, into then dealing drugs herself to other people in the school and everything, and, like, the junior highs and everything, because her and the other female in this group is like, oh, we could do pills, and one of the guys is kind of like, oh, well, it's not gonna be a big, clientele for this, or not a lot of people are gonna want to do this, but no, we can go to the junior highs, because it's cheap and inexpensive. That's what they can afford. So it's like they're, just like doing all this bad stuff. Stay away from drugs, people. I'm just saying. But no, you see kind of like all this going on and everything, and then she pretty much hits rock bottom and everything, and, finally gets clean and everything. She's trying to make good and everything, and then one night, she's babysitting, and here's the thing, like, after she gets clean and everything, everyone's worried that she's gonna, like, narc everyone out about who uses drugs, who deals and everything. So she's kind of getting bullied and everything and threatened and all this. Well, one night she's babysitting, and I don't know how, but someone laced the soda bottle that was in the fridge. So she has a trip and she's freaking out. Next thing we know, she's in the hospital, like, all banged up. Like, her face is all banged up and everything, all wrapped up. Her fingers are wrapped up. I'm like, what did you do to your fingers? Like, did someone break her fingers? And it takes a few scenes for us to finally, like, know what happened to her and everything that night, that she was drugged by someone else. So, like, all this stuff, and, she continues to try and stay clean and everything. She, starts dating someone who admitted to her that, he had some drug issues and everything in the past, and, was kind of afraid to ask her out before because he was still kind of dealing with stuff, and knowing that she had some issues that, he wanted to make sure she focused on that and everything, and didn't want to distract her from staying clean and everything. So it's kind of like, oh my god, okay, good, Alice, you're gonna make it. Get the good, feel-good movie going on. that feel-good ending. Her boyfriend drops her off at school and everything. She turns around, is waving. It freeze frames. Bitch died. The bitch died from using drugs. We don't know how. We don't know if someone poisoned her again, or drugged her again, or if she decided, oh, I just want that one more high. We don't know, because, now that she was dating her boyfriend, she's like, I don't have a need for a diary anymore, so I don't need to, like, write down anything in it. So it's been a few months since she's written anything down, and she dies, and we don't know why. My life's incomplete, because I don't know how Alice died. It's not like I can go ask Alice, because she's dead. The feck. But you guys know, I mean, this is like I said, with all the cheesiness that's in it and everything, I mean, here's the thing. it's, I hate to say it because it's a very, like, serious movie, very serious tones and everything. I kind of was laughing more than anything with a lot of the scenes because I'm like, it's so 1970s, you know. So it's you know, if you do cave in to watch this, like, yeah, it's serious subject matter, but it's a 1970s after school special basically, and we all know, those of us who remember after school specials, those weren't the greatest films to ever be made. So take that with a grain of salt if you do go check this out or whatever. But hey, whatever. It gets the point across. And like I said at the beginning of the video, it does, you know, kind of, the message behind it still holds up, you know, very pretty well to this day. I mean, minus the really bad acting and everything in this, it's not the worst movie. It really is not the worst movie. So, or I shouldn't say it's, you know, it's pretty bad. It's not the worst movie, but it has, the message still kind of holds up. So, I'm just saying. So let me know in the comments, you guys, what you remember of Go Ask Alice, whether the book or the movie itself, or both, whatever. But till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.